I'm Justin Pritchard for Driving.ca, and in this video, I want to show you several key differences and similarities that became apparent between the Genesis G70 Sport and the BMW M340i after 4,000 combined kilometers at the wheel of both. I think these are two of the most compelling choices in the luxury sports scene today for the money, so I wanted to put this pair in front of prospective shoppers one more time with a focus on where these two machines are the most similar and the most different. Is the BMW worth the extra spend? How does the G70 stack up? Let's look at the key reasons to spend or save your money when deciding between one or the other. My top-shelf Genesis G70 Sport tester offered up a 368 horsepower twin-turbo V6 engine, new for 2022 features and styling, and came in at 59,000 Canadian dollars delivered to your door, and with no need to step foot in a dealership. For about $6,000 more, you'll find a BMW M340i like this tester, opening the bidding from $64,950 with its sleeker two-door body and 382 horsepower straight-six hybrid turbo engine. If you're looking for a four-door, the BMW M340i offers a similar setup with a sedan configuration and lower starting price. My tested M340i, complete with over 14,000 in optional equipment upgrades, focused on advanced driving assistance, upgraded sporting equipment, and enhanced high-tech feature touches, so this tester clocks in at $79,550, a cool $20,550 more than the G70. So let's make some comparisons, and remember that these observations come from a long-distance, primarily highway driving route, and are based on my experience where and how I drive. I hope these impressions will help you to either question or confirm your purchase decision if you're considering one or both machines. So that's a 3.3-liter V6 twin turbocharged, and that's good for 368 horsepower, and that means that this machine has no problem at all when it comes to moving down the road. 8-speed automatic with the electronic shifter. Paddle shift, of course, left for down and right for up over there. And then you've got the digital tachometer here that rotates counterclockwise as well. And down here we've got the gloss black 20s. I'm sorry they're so dirty. That's Michelin Pilot Sports wrapped around there. And that's hooked up to an electronically controlled suspension system. Limited slip differential in the back of the all-wheel drive system here somewhere. Look real close, you'll see there's a valve there, and that kind of opens and closes off part of the muffler to enhance the sound, and that is the sports exhaust system. So the mild hybrid system, let's take a look at what that is, how it works, and what it means from the driver's seat. For that, we've got to take a look under the hood. This is going very, very well. It's like it's released on the one side, but not on the other. Can you lift on that corner while I pull it, maybe?
This side doesn't want to get...
Oh, there we go. All right. After 4 attempts, we've got the hood open. So that's the 3-liter turbocharged straight-six engine that they're putting in the 440i. What they've done is replaced the starter, which is a motor, and the alternator, which is a generator, with a single unit that does the jobs of both. You might call that a starter generator. To that, they've added a 48-volt battery, and the end result of all of this is that this engine is actually its own hydro station. And if you come back here, you can actually see these high-tension wires that are designed to transfer the surplus power being generated by the engine into that 48-volt battery. So with the engine as its own hydro station, it's able to charge that battery up automatically as you drive around and store a surplus of energy that can then be used to help the engine to save fuel and to boost its performance. And so from the driver's seat, this is all pretty much invisible, smoother, better throttle response, more performance. That's a win-win-win situation, and that is exactly what you're paying for when you pay the big bucks on a vehicle like this. Both contenders run turbocharged engines, all-wheel drive, performance-oriented handling and braking, and intend to connect readily with enthusiast drivers by way of equipment like high-performing braking systems, limited slip rear axles, and sporty, sticky tires. Both machines run an 8-speed automatic with paddle shift as well as wide variability of their on-the-road feel by way of drive modes that recalibrate systems on the fly, taking either machine from aggressive to laid back and relaxing at the tap of a button. The key takeaway here is that while both of these machines are engineered to put a smile on the face of the enthusiast driver, they are also both at home on the open highway for hours on end. But of the pair, the G70 Sport delivered the more comfortable and quieter highway ride on my watch. Specifically, the G70 better resists road and tire noise caused by some highway surfaces and does a better job of smoothing out vibrations through its body and steering more of the time. Drivers and occupants get a smoother and quieter experience, where the M340i's interior noise levels are more at the mercy of the surface passing beneath its tires, and its suspension doesn't stand up as well to certain rougher surfaces without degrading ride quality. Now, the differences are relatively slight, but they remain significant. Enthusiast drivers likely won't mind the higher levels of feedback in the M340i, though if highway ride comfort is a priority for you, I think you'll find the G70 a better pick. Both of these testers offered advanced technology to help inspire driver confidence and satisfy the shopper's demand for the latest and greatest safety equipment. In the G70, my favorite feature was the turn signal camera mirrors. Tap the turn signal and a corresponding live image from the side of the vehicle is displayed in the instrument cluster via a wide-angle camera video feed. This function works for both directions, looks incredible in action, and helps drivers more easily gather information about their surroundings. I think you'll enjoy this feature every time you use it. In the M340i, the upgraded driver assist features include an animated on-screen infographic that uses the car's advanced radar and camera systems to display a real-time 3D map of the nearby traffic. Vehicles nearby are animated onto the screen and move in real time in relation to you, even as they change lanes. The system is able to track nearby vehicles in several lanes of traffic and can even tell the difference between motorcycles, cars, and trucks. Like the G70's turn signal camera mirrors, this feature is central to the highway driving experience and helps make it easier for drivers to keep up on what's going on around them. Between these features, I found the BMW's 3D traffic model to be the most impressive to watch, and the Genesis camera mirror system to be the most useful to use.
It's a hornet. If he comes near me, I'm running. My least favorite insect is the star of the show.
Of the pair, the M340i's Powertrain is the most impressive and easily worth the extra spend from enthusiast drivers with the budget versus the G70. In part, that's because the straight-six turbo engine uses hybrid tech to help enhance performance and smoothness. From the driver's seat, expect an engine that's quieter when working gently, more responsive more of the time, and more powerful when worked hard. In all situations, the hybrid tech also makes the BMW's engine smoother, considerably more responsive from low revs, and notably more fuel efficient. On a highway trip, that translates into a longer cruising range, which means less stops to refuel. Further, the BMW has the more pleasing and assertive engine sound, as well as an advantage in paddle shift response and speed versus the Genesis. The 3.3-liter V6 in the G70 is an excellent power plant. Though thirstier and less powerful, it puts on a convincing show for the enthusiast driver with a tastefully restrained sports exhaust system, and enough mid-RPM torque to turn in effortless passing and merging with little more than a muted roar coming in from the engine room.
Oh, that is plenty.
Simply, the excellent BMW straight-six hybrid engine does the better job of translating your throttle inputs directly into very smooth and often quieter acceleration. Both powertrains put a grin on my face, but in the BMW, those grins were wider and appeared more often. The interiors of these machines turn in two unique driving environments. In the BMW, it's mostly screens, tech, interfaces, and control surfaces that grab the attention. The fully digital instrument cluster looks more high-end than the partial digital cluster in the G70, and the after-dark lighting and ambiance in the BMW is more dramatic. Still, my tester's interior color and texture palette felt more subdued and formal. If you're a fan of high-end display tech and a futuristic-looking after-dark cabin atmosphere, I think you'll prefer the look of the BMW's interior. In the G70, the cabin initially grabs attention by way of its friskier use of color and texture, with unique details like quilted leather and a flowing center console rewarding closer inspection, though the G70's cabin doesn't impress as readily by way of its displays and control surfaces. Its look is more playful, dramatic, and engaging. So if you're looking for a unique and powerful design experience from your new luxury car's interior, I think you'll be more impressed with the G70. It's always nice to have choices, and these are two very good ones. My name's Justin Pritchard for Driving.ca. Hit that like button down below if you learned something new. And until next time, take care and drive safe.